Every time I walk into a big store, I feel like it's still 2010. Time for AI to change retail? Question mark. The staff are often busy talking to each other or looking at their phones. True. It feels like they don't really care about helping customers. Sometimes true. And trying to find something on the shelves. This makes me think, why is it still normal in 2025? Maybe it's finally time for retail to adopt new technologies. I want to share an idea. A 3D AI conversational assistant, a screen placed in the middle of the store that could help customers find products in seconds, give useful recommendations instead of saying try over there. So true. Always be available to help without getting tired or distracted. Me and my team have just started working on this, but we're not sure how businesses will feel about it. It's a big change, and it might take time for stores to see the value in something like this. And if you're in retail, do you think businesses are ready for this kind of technology? Okay, 100%. All right, I'm going to give a story about 2006-ish.
Okay.
About that. Maybe a little. So yeah, probably around 2006.
Yeah, so like 20 years ago.
Yeah, right. I came up with an idea. And now they're everywhere. Of course, now they're everywhere. This is a perfect example of ideas are completely worthless until you actually implement them. And I actually built a prototype for a touchscreen system in a shopping mall where you could say, I'm looking for product X, Y, or Z, and it will tell you what store or stores sell that product and will give you directions to go to that store. Yeah. Right. Now that's everywhere. Now all malls have that now, almost, right? You go to the touchscreen. I'm looking for, jeans. You type in jeans and it'll tell you what stores sell jeans. Okay. But this was 20 years ago, right? So it was good. I developed it. Went to one mall. They weren't really interested in it because they didn't think that the stores would participate, blah, blah, blah. So I never followed through. End of story. Now it's everywhere. Right. All right. This absolutely 100% without question.
I can tell you that if you could and this is like the 3D modeling and the assistant and all that stuff is complete overkill as far as I'm concerned, because you're wasting a lot of computing power for something you don't. If you had nothing more than call it an 11 by 17, like a giant tablet in the aisle, right? With nothing but a voice assistant on it. So I could walk up to it and say, hey, homie, right? Like, let's say it's at Home Depot. Hey, homie. What?
I'm sorry, good.
That's a good name for or Homer.
So
right?
So hold on. Okay. In Giant, the Giant shopping Giant supermarket, the little guy that walks around. Well, Giant is owned by Martin's. That's why it's called Marty.
Oh, that's why it's called Marty. See, there you go. We're not very creative when it comes to, okay. So let's call it Homer instead of Homie, right? Okay.
I like Homie.
You like Homie? Okay. So we'll go with Homie. So like if you had it, let's say I'm in the pipe aisle, right? Like plumbing aisle. And I can't find something and I can just walk up to it and go, hey, homie, I'm looking for a 2-inch 90-degree pipe fitting. And it just pops up on the screen and goes, it's bay 17, shelf 7. Yeah. Right? I can't tell you how many times I've looked for something at Home Depot only to find out that like what I end up doing is I pull out my phone, I go to the app, I go look what I'm finding for. Like I see the picture of it, I push, and on the thing, it actually tells you what aisle, bay, and shelf it's in. Yeah. Right? Why isn't that in the stores through a voice command? Right?
That should be readily available in the store.
When I walk up to it, and it could even like pull up a picture, go, is this what you're looking for? Yeah. No. Yes. If I push yes.
And this is where it is. 2 shelves down, 1 shelf over.
Right. Yeah. And it could be just because there's one in every aisle, I should be able to walk up to the one in the plumbing aisle and ask, hey, I'm looking for, I don't know, Barkeep's Friend. Right, whatever that is called, and it should be able to tell me where that is. Or I'm looking for LED light bulbs, whatever it is. Like it shouldn't be that hard because they already have it in the damn app. Yeah, right. So the databases are all there. Right. You're just talking about taking a piece of Wi-Fi technology, slapping a voice assistant on it, which the app already has, and making it available in the store.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So, okay, I think I conflated 2 movies earlier. I think I said Vanilla Sky, but I think I was thinking Minority Report. Because if you remember Minority Report, remember that movie with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where we're preemptively punishing people for things they might or might not do.
Yes. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time. In Minority Report, he had to get his eyes changed because his eyes, they scan everyone's retinas.
Oh, yeah, the retinas.
Right.
Yeah.
So he had different eyes, and it was like Mr. Takanawa or something, right? And so he walks into the Gap, and this big AI image comes up. Welcome back, Mr. Takanawa. How was that sweater you? Can I interest you in something else? Right. That was cool.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's probably where we're going. I would say there's two parts to it. There's the what are you looking for assistant, and then there's the can I interest you in this assistant.
I can tell you, we tested a CRM system, right? So this is back when I had the store where people would actually walk in and like come into our location.
Yep.
We had a CRM system that we tested that allowed us to upload photos of our customers. So as the customer walked into our lobby, the camera would capture their face and pull up the client before he made it to the front desk. So my lady that was in the lobby could see the person's name, the company, previous orders. It would all just pop up like an overview screen as the customer would walk in.
Very cool.
This technology is already...
it's out there.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
it's out there, right?
You got to implement it properly. But now the other problem is that you'll have to start making sure the goods are where you expect them to be.
Yes.
Right? Because that happens a lot because people pick things up, walk around the store, I don't want this anymore, and just leave it anywhere, right? So you kind of need to make sure that things are where they're supposed to be. And also like, stocking issues and things like make sure that the actual person puts it in the right place. But yeah, the technology, absolutely. I love this. And this needs to be there.
And this could be in almost any store that carries like BJ's, Costco's, Home Depot, Lowe's, anything where the inventory or like new items don't rotate through the shelves a whole lot, right? Like drywall is always at the same place at Home Depot, right? Like spackle is always at the same place. Pipe fittings are always
at the same place,
right? Like same thing. Now here's one thing though, like BJ's, the same items aren't always in the same locations depending on what BJ's you go to.
Right.
I discovered that because like I went to a new BJ's and I was like, oh, I should know where everything is. And I started walking around and I'm like, where is this?
Yeah,
like this is like a jungle.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes trying to find certain things. It
would have been so much easier if I could have just walked into that specific store and asked like, hey, where's the syrup? Hey, where are these sausages?
I wonder if that goes to your point of the opportunity, right? Of finding different products. Oh, I walked down this aisle by mistake. Oh, I like that. Let me pick that up too.
But once again, it's the store that I've gone to for years now, right? The same items are always in the same place. Like that store doesn't change.
Yeah.
Same thing now that I got used to this other store that I go to, the items are all in the same place.
Hey, look at that. Joe Cover.
Mr. Reputation Management.
Yes,
Joe, now come over here. Joe, pull up a chair. Look at Gummy. Look at Gummy.
What's up?
Pull up a chair, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
We're shooting a podcast right now. You would love this conversation we're having right now. You'll be a huge part of it.
Yeah, I don't want to mess this up for you guys.
No, you're fine.
Edit all this out.
Nah, you'll be part of it, buddy.
You'll be part of this one.
Oh, that's funny.
This mic will pick up anything.
Okay, good.
How you doing?
I'm good. I thought it was an actual.
Check the camera. Can we see him?
I don't know. Can we see him? Let's see.
I thought it was somebody else. I saw some guy with
No, you can see you. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So get closer to the microphone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Slide in.
So this is Joe Cover with Digital One. Joe does he's reputation management, so like reviews and stuff online.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Joe's the guy you want to talk to if you're having trouble with getting reviews or you're getting bad reviews you need to get taken care of.
Or if you're not responding to reviews.
Or if you're not responding to
the
reviews.
amount of people that don't do it is insane.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
It is
crazy.
So
what we're talking about right now is think of like you go into Home Depot and you're looking for something, right?
Yeah.
So this guy has an idea here of some type of AI assistant inside of Home Depot where you can go and say, hey, homie, apparently, right?
Yeah, homie.
Hey, homie, I'm looking for this particular pipe fitting. And is this the one you want? Yeah. and it shows you where it's at. That's a cool idea, right?
Well, you say that's kind of already in place with like Amazon Fresh with Alexa, because you go right up to Alexa and say, "Hey, where is this item?"
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right? Same concept.
But that's Amazon.
Yeah,
correct.
Right?
Yeah.
What about the rest of the world?
Of course.
What about BJ's, Home Depot, Lowe's?
I agree.
We were saying it's a great idea. I even think you could take it a step further. Like if you really wanted to go crazy, you could have the little, the giant thing, what are they called? Marty, right? You could request a Marty to follow you around. You walk into the store and you're like, I want Marty next to me because I've never been in this store and I don't want to have to. And
but if there's 100 people, you can't have 100 of those things walking around or following you around.
But like, how often do you really need a help, right? Like, think about how often.
I would say give people like either do it on your phone, download an app, or give them an iPad or something to walk around with.
The issue with like a lot of BJs is there's no signal inside of them. So like your phone becomes useless once you walk in.
And I swear that's done on purpose.
I think
because they don't want you looking up prices elsewhere.
But like if I had one of those robots and I could walk up to the robot and be like, hey, I'm looking for these 10 items. If it would map out, here's the route to go get your 10 items. That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Right?
It'd be like warehouse software, right? Where it tells you the shortest route to go pick what you need.
Once again, the technology's
it's already out there. It's been out there for years.
They don't want us to get,
right? Warehouse management software. That's been out there for years.
I don't think they want us to get in and out of the stores too quickly. Well, I think that's what it boils down to.
I agree with that, but also with when you say there's no signal, when I go into the supermarkets, never a signal. That's why I have to jump on the guest Wi-Fi to find out where I'm going. You know?
Right.
It's crazy.
So just put it in the store.
Agreed.
Put one in the center of every aisle. Right? Like
if you give people what they want, they'll come to your store more often.
Yes.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
I really do think that. If you give people a tool like that to use, yes, maybe they miss out on a couple of opportunity purchases, but they'll come back for more stuff.
I like Wegmans. I go to Wegmans and
it's a zoo.
I get lost. Like they're so big. There's so much stuff, right? And like I end up not buying stuff because like
it's almost overwhelming.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I just don't want to walk around the store because like I'll walk down a random aisle and I'm like, there's nothing in this aisle that I wanted, needed, and like Wegmans is probably the store that I'm in and out of the fastest because there is so much stuff.
Right.
Right.
It's always busy too.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you can take this a step further where like if you have celiacs, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to walk in and say, hey, where are the gluten-free items? And it'll give you, here's a section all gluten-free. These items are also gluten-free, but they're not in that section.
Correct. That happens a lot. Exactly. Where some gluten-free is over here, some gluten-free is over here.
Yeah. So like, I think it's just a matter of time until the stores figure out that this is something that people would actually value.
Yeah.
Because like half the time even if you ask someone at the store, like at Wegmans, I can ask someone, hey, do you know where this is? And they're like, we think it's aisle 11.
Yeah.
Right. Like, because I think all of them have like a section inside the stores that like your responsibility is chips and soda. Right. Like that's what you restock. So they may not know where.
So back to Pavel here, right? Mm-hmm. So I think your idea earlier was spot on. Don't start with the humanoid type, animations, etc. Save computing power. Yeah. Get it working even without, a face telling you what to do. Then add the face in later, maybe, right?
Yeah, if you
but get it working without that first.
I don't think people understand the difference needed in computing power for just voice search and showing static results versus having something 3D animated and the computing power.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
Yeah, the cost on that alone is almost cost prohibitive. Is it cool that you could make your own homie, right? And he becomes the face of Home Depot at every Home Depot.
It'd be cool.
It'd be really cool.
But it doesn't help me any further.
It does not.
It doesn't make my experience, well, maybe the experience, but it doesn't get me from A to B faster.
Correct. Especially if you're in testing mode and trying this out.
So yeah, I would say do so. It looks like they've already started building this, which is cool. Yeah. Do away with the model for now.
Yeah,
the models. I don't think the model's a selling point yet. The actual functionality of getting person from A to B is the selling point.
Yes.
So that's what I would say. Good luck, Pavel. Let us know how it goes.
Remember that if you have questions or comments, please drop them below and we will prioritize actually answering the questions on these videos.